this. Brilliant. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our first edition of Avanscoperta and Alcor Academy's quiz, Xmas Quiz. As you can see, I don't know if you can see only my screen or everyone's screen. Let me actually change the settings. All right, so you should be seeing all of us because it's the Xmas Quiz. Hello.
Hi.
Very happy to be here. So please, I see some of you already started writing on the YouTube chat because we are going to have a lot of participation from home as well. So my name is Enrico. I'm from Avanscoperta, and today I'm here to introduce this event where I'm also helped by Marco, Alex, Pedro, and Alessandra, who are my team today. So what's going to happen today is we are going to have a quiz, like if we were on TV, but we are on Zoom and YouTube, of course. We have 9 experts. Currently 8, probably 9 at some point, answering questions loosely based on Marco's, Alex, and Pedro's book, and other interesting topics for all of us in the software world. Marco, Alex, and Alex are from Alcor Academy, who is also organizing this event with us. And we also have Pedro, who is co-author of the book, and Alessandra, as already mentioned, from Avanscoperta. We are gonna explain the rules as we go along. So enough of introduction from me. Now I would ask Marco to take over and introduce our speakers. Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, thanks to Avanscoperta for organizing this event, for inviting us to do this. Actually, they asked us, let's do something together. Do you have some talk? And we were like, let's do something more experimental. Let's try a quiz. Why not? Right? It's Christmas, so it's the first time we do this. We hope that you are going to enjoy it. So this is the board of our game, and I'm sure you have seen already a quiz alike in TV, but this is about agile technical practices. So we hope that we learn something as well. So let's start and see our team. We have the team DDD Dinosaurs, which is the navigator for the first team is Julie.
Hello. Thanks for inviting me. This is going to be fun.
And the other teammate of DDD Dinosaurs are Andrea Vallotti.
Hi, everyone. Nice to be here. I hope to know at least one of the answers.
He knows more than what he claims. It's going to be a tough battle. Then we have the next team is the Pragmatic Reindeers. And the navigator is going to be Marco.
Hi, I'm Marco. Let's make Christmas agile again together.
Wait, is this the dating game?
Not yet.
I don't think so. So, the next teammate of Pragmatic Reindeers is Andres Aragones from Hong Kong.
Hi guys. Yeah, I'm actually not from Hong Kong. I'm Spanish, but I'm living over here. And I'm a friend of Marco. I met him in London.
So sorry.
Thank you very much for joining us in this late hour in the night. It must be very late over there in Asia. Thank you. And the next teammate is Halima. Hello, Halima.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. And I hope we're going to have a pragmatic Christmas.
Thank you. The next team is the Almost Belgians team. And the navigator of the Almost Belgian team is Hin.
Hi everyone, I'm Hin. I'm the actual only Belgian in the team. The other two are almost Belgium, and it's really nice to be here.
So the other two, one is our great friend, author of a great book, Scott Loshing.
Hello everyone. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you for being here. It's an honor for us, Scott.
Thanks.
And the last component of Almost Belgian team is the Almost Belgian Maxime.
Yeah, hello everyone. Almost, because I'm living in France. Sorry.
Thank you very much. So, should we start the first round?
Yes. So, thanks, Marco, and all speakers. I'll briefly explain the rules. And also explain how the YouTube team is, the YouTubers, like everyone from home who is watching us, will be involved. So as you can see, actually, let's have Marco's screen. Well, we'll see it in a second. So we have a table, a panel, where our teams can pick one of the questions in the cell. We have topics and we have points. So each one of them will pick whatever cell they want to answer, and we will know what question is being asked once Marco is activating the button. The team has 1 minute to reply to the question, and only the navigator will be able to give the answer. Of course, while the team decides which answer is right or wrong, this will be all basically in live streaming, which is, of course, the fun part, because we all see the conversation going on. Once the minute is over, the team, or better, the navigator of the team, will say which is the answer of the team. And the juries, Alex and Pedro, will decide if that's the right answer. If that's the right answer, there will be a short explanation of why that is the right answer and a bit of context. Otherwise, it's the moment when YouTubers, which is you from home, have the chance to interact with us and give the answer, basically. Each one of you will be playing on its own. So you basically, the moment you know the answer, you can type the answer, and Alex, Pedro, and myself will constantly check the chat, so we will know if and when you've given the right answer. So that's your chance to play with us. There's other 2 moments where you can actually play with us, and for doing so, I ask you every now and then, if you have a burning question you want to ask to any of our panelists, just drop it in the YouTube chat. We'll pick them up, and there's gonna be 2 moments in the evening when we are gonna ask our speakers those questions. So I guess that is enough. I will also be typing rules on the YouTube chat in case you are you missed the beginning or you didn't hear me saying them now. So we're gonna repeat them as we go along. That is enough for me. Marco, over to you.
So, one important thing to say to our friends in YouTube is hold your horses about answering the questions. Otherwise, you might help the people here in Zoom because they might have the chat there hoping that somebody spill out the answer beforehand and get the point. So please, wait for them to be wrong before answering. Otherwise, you help us. And let me say hi to my friend Patty Cook that I see is in the chat ready to play his part for the team YouTubers. So I think it's gonna be a very nice battle. So let's start the first round, and let's see what DDD Dinosaurs choose as the first questions.
Which are the topics?
Classic
Company.
TDD, refactoring, software design, outside-in TDD,
DD.
domain-driven design, or quotes who said. Well, we could start with quotes who said because,
Yeah,
we'll
I
fail
agree.
very quickly. We've got to fail fast, right? So
Yeah, I agree there. On there. 500.
what? Let's
We have a
just
gambler
start.
in the room.
Let's just start. How confident are you?
Not at all, but it's fun.
Let's meet in the middle. Let's go for 300. Who
Okay.
said quotes meet in 300?
Okay, let's see. Any fool can write code that a machine can understand. Great programmers write code that a human can understand. Who said so?
I have two choice.
Oh.
I don't remember if maybe I'm wrong, but between Kenbeck and Uncle Bob, but I don't remember.
Well, shall we go with Kent Beck?
Yeah, I think so.
Pedro, is it correct or not?
No, unfortunately, it's not.
Womp, 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 womp.
So, Team
No.
YouTube, it's your turn.
Woo!
Let's see if Team YouTube can post the correct answer.
Don't
I have an
Google
idea.
it. Don't Google.
They already Google it. Let me start the timer now. So,
Excellent.
give
Yes.
them a minute.
So we have Corrado with Kent back.
Someone answer correct.
I see one that looks like somebody who would talk about fools. Who is it? Is it one of those?
So we have
a winner because someone answered correctly on YouTube.
aha, ta 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 ta, and that is Petty.
Also, Joseph came up good.
I have to say, I also was thinking Michael Feathers. I could imagine him saying a thing like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh well.
So the first points go to YouTubers.
Yay!
So next question now is pragmatic reindeers time. What do you want to choose?
Do we take domain-driven design?
Of course.
I would prefer TDD, but I don't know.
Let's go with TDD. Classical TDD 300?
Yeah.
Yeah, classical TDD 300.
Okay, let's see what come up here. What are the 3 ways of advancing in classic TDD?
3 ways.
Advancing.
Yeah, I think it's red refactor.
Oh, red, green.
No. Red, green refactor. Yes.
Is that the 3 ways
Exactly.
of advancing? Or do we mean like triangulation and how you advance in your algorithm?
Marco.
I think it would be more related to TDD, so I think it's the first, right?
Because it's the 3 rules of, yeah, I guess.
I think so.
Red, green,
Otherwise,
refactor.
the number 3 doesn't ring a bell otherwise than that,
Well,
Okay, should we
Halima,
go with red, green refactor then?
if you have no other idea, I would go with the same thing.
Okay.
Okay, so we check in. It's red, green refactor. Marco, you're muted.
The jury says
No.
Alessandro or Pedro.
That's
Nope.
the right answer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I thought for 300 points is
So YouTube now.
Yes, it's
Wait, I need to say the 2 wrong answer, right? Because so YouTube again, YouTube, you can put together a very, very big accumulation of points. So YouTube, try to answer.
Don't click it.
You gotta give them a minute to Google. As long as Google isn't down. So go for
I
TDD.
think Lima
3.
was very, very close.
Yeah.
She was
Damn.
in
I
the
was thinking
right
about
direction.
triangulation, fake it till you make it, and then.
No, but don't say, or else
sorry,
it's fun for
sorry.
YouTube.
Oh, Lima help YouTubers, but we already have somebody
I have a
there.
correct answer because Joseph wrote fake it, implementation and triangulation, which is correct. So correct.
No, I like Petty's.
Can you repeat that, Alex? Oh, it's there. Fake it, obvious implementation, and triangulation. Yeah.
Pedro, do you want to elaborate a bit?
Yeah, that's the idea of going when you have a failing test and it's red. The first thing you can do is just do a fake implementation and just, I don't know, if you're calculating, for instance, a calculator and you're saying 1 and 1 should be 2, 1 plus 1, you just fake and say return 2. If you have a bit more code, you can add some very obvious implementation, or the other option is triangulate and change the direction of the code. Yeah, I think Uncle Bob wrote about this a few years ago.
So
Excellent.
cool. We have 2 teams in negative.
Yes.
And the YouTubers 600. So almost Belgians, your turn now.
All right.
Let's pick an easy one. Let's try and get some points.
Yeah.
We have to go for domain-driven design 500, Scott. It's just it has.
If you want to, I'm okay. If you want to go for it,
let's go.
I'm okay with DDD.
Okay.
Okay, go for it. We can lose points, more points than other people.
DDD 500?
100, I think. 500. How much? Sorry.
1 or 5?
500.
We have a gambler here.
This is a competition to see who can lose the points the fastest.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, how do bounded contexts communicate asynchronously something relevant to other contexts in the domain?
I would say triggering a domain event.
Timer. Yeah, good.
I would say events.
Events, yeah.
Or commands.
Or commands.
So who's the navigator? What is the official answer?
We're not there yet, and we still have 45.
You think it's commands, Heen?
No, I think it's both. I mean, you can
both, yeah.
do both to communicate.
But if you have a choice between commands and events, I would go for the events.
Yeah, me too, because of the asynchronously.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
Okay, let's go for events then.
Or queues, maybe, but I think
only events.
Yeah.
They already said the other part.
Yeah. Scott said it in the beginning, right? Judges.
Yeah,
so that's correct. That's correct. Domain events.
Correct. Using domain events.
Yeah.
Where's the flag? Maxime, where's your flag?
Oh, my flag. Sorry. Yeah, my flag, my Belgian flag. Oh, it's almost. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Did anyone answer in YouTube? Were there any answers on YouTube?
Not on this question.
They were hoping. They are good. They don't help the people in the room. Very good. I'm proud of YouTubers. So, Enrico.
Cool. So that was an exciting beginning of the quiz. Thanks a lot for the 3 teams. But I must say, most importantly, thanks to the YouTubers who were to the point and got it right. So that was a good one. At this point, we thought to break it up a bit and ask our players here some, well, let's say it for what it is, random stuff. Oops, what happened, Marco? Can you all see Marco?
And obviously, this is the nice thing about.
So, our presenter is currently frozen, but don't worry, because as I'm talking, I'm sure we'll find a way to fix it, because that's the beauty of when you are live. We said, I don't know, 10, 20 times what happens if, well, it's happening. So let's carry on and see what happens. So one of the questions we wanted to ask is actually to Andres. Andres, we know you've been living and working in Hong Kong for so long. How many years now?
5 years.
5 years. So could you tell us some, well, the majority of us is based in Europe, as where you are from as well, I guess. What are the main differences about working in different environments such as Hong Kong, and what do you like the most?
That's a good question. The thing is, the companies I've worked for in Hong Kong were actually European, even though about half of the team that I worked with were Asian, right? But what could I say? I think there's really not many differences, to be honest. People here are hardworking as in Europe, you know, and yeah, and I enjoyed it a lot so far. And I can say I've been also working in a very interesting industry, which is sub-industry, let's say, cryptocurrency, you know. So.
Wow, a hot one, right? Like a very hot topic.
Yeah.
How has that been affected by the current COVID crisis, if at all?
Well, I cannot really say because
it's a
like
secret.
1 year ago I started. The thing is, I started working on my own 1 year ago, right? So, but I kept working here in Hong Kong, and I have a remote team. So right now I'm not even going to a proper office, just a co-working space, you know.
Of course, makes sense. Well, thanks, Andres, for sharing your story or part of it. I have another question too. Well, we have today at least 2 conference organizers. Sorry if I'm missing someone, but please jump in the conversation whenever you feel like it. And they are Marco and Maxime. So what are the plans for, well, considering where we are now, for the future editions of Encrafts and Kandididinsky?
Well, we still don't know, actually. We were hoping to organize some kind of real life experience, but it won't be the case, obviously. So I think we'll organize something in May, as usual, but it will be totally online. But we still don't know exactly how we will do that, actually.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we are pretty tired of the whole online conferencing, and there are so many online conferences already that we said we don't do a remote version. So we booked a hotel for end of October, beginning of November, still clearing the dates, but Kandinsky will take place as long as it's safe to do so. And if not, then we will just refund everybody and cancel. But we're trying to make it as safe as an environment as possible, with having talks where people sit apart and everybody having masks and being a sanitary and sterile environment. But we want to have the community feeling where everybody can meet each other and have an actual in-person workshop, because we think that despite all the benefits that we got from Miro now and online tools, the in-person and emotional connection that you have when you model together is so much better than the online version, that for the rest there is already enough offerings, and we're going to make Kandinsky in person in Berlin.
Great.
That's brilliant. I would ask, thanks Marco and Maxime for your, well,
thank you,
sneak peek on what's going on, but truth is nobody really knows. So fingers crossed, and we can go back to real conference venues soon, even though, as Marco said, Miro and Zoom and everything is helping us a lot. I wanted to ask to Julie, who is our guest from the other side of the world. How is the situation with regards to, you know, in live conferences and everything in America? Is it picking up anyhow, or?
I don't know that anybody's doing anything live right now. And, you know, I'm with Marco on just feeling drowned out by so many virtual events. I'm not doing very many anymore because it was too much for me. But there's so much available, which is just truly amazing. And, the virtual certainly is more accessible to everybody, except for time zone issues is really it. But, it changes things, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward. But, I am with Marco on, just this feeling, especially for doing things related to modeling, and event storming and things like that. And I know with event storming, when I coach teams in event storming, there's so much going on in the room, and you just can't read the room, right? And really kind of connect with people and help move people forward and see, just understand some of the dynamics of what's going on with people. So that's been really hard. However, I have to say, I live in Vermont, which has been kind of the one state in the whole US that has been the safest, although, it's starting to go downhill again, which is a shame. Sad everywhere.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot. And
that
also
was cheerful.
I wanted to, close it with a nice note. I'll try to do it now. No, I'm joking. Thanks a lot. It's been great to, for you to share your thoughts. Well, it's also one of the reasons why we very gladly accepted Marco and Alessandro's proposal to do a quiz, because it's something different. We have all spent endless hours in front of Zoom this year. I see Scott's face. Scott has been the first, one of the first workshops we've tried to reconvert into the remote version. Successfully, I must say, thanks to Scott's patience and willfulness to do so. But it was time, to kind of relax a bit and do something funny. And Marco and Alessandro gave us exactly the, the right opportunity for doing so. And with this in mind, we will carry on with the second round of questions.
Yes. Very nice subjects. I have to agree with Marco. Online conferences are just not the same thing. Unfortunately, it's that human feeling is the most part of the conference. That's what I've just realized. So let's carry on. And DDD dinosaurs.
Oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
Oh no. All right. We should have been talking about this. We should have been texting. What should we do?
Yeah.
Do you want to go for software design and stay maybe at 200? Maybe that's going to mean it's a little easier, so we don't embarrass ourselves too much.
I would say DDD 400.
Okay.
Let's try to gain a bit of.
You want DDD?
DDD, yes. Domain-driven design 400.
100. Okay. Okay, Alex. 400. Okay. Okay, wait. Let me just go put my hands on the blue book just for a little inspiration.
There we go. 1 minute is starting. How does DDD defines the interconnected subsystems collaborating inside the organization?
Wouldn't that be the context map?
Yeah, or but the question, how does it find the interconnected subsystem?
Maybe I read it too quickly. Wait, it's gone. Question's gone.
No.
Oh, okay, here, I can see it again.
Let's try to pin Marco's screen. I think, yeah, context map.
Or we're talking more about, the screen's gone again. I really kind of need to look at it. It'll make me feel better. Or are we talking more about, the domains and subdomains and the core domain and the generic domains?
Yeah, I think so. More than the context map, the domains, yeah. We have 3 seconds.
So you want to go for the domain, all the domains? The core domains and the subdomains and the generic domains? Are we missing one? I don't think so.
Judges, is it inside the time? Is overtime?
No, unfortunately, I can't get this correct.
What?
It's a while.
I could accept this one.
time.
Sort of. I
Sorry.
could accept this one. It's difficult to know between one and the other. So can you
I
show?
think it's overtime.
Oh, it's overtime.
Just time to speak out.
So maybe
on.
YouTube can try now.
YouTubers, it's your turn.
So we blew it.
I'm sure Petticock is there ready to write the right answer. Let me get the time going.
They don't
There we
accept.
go.
I would accept your answer, but they don't allow me. So
I think it
that's a-
arrived
It's a
after.
judge. Pedro is a judge. He's right.
I'm not crying. I just have something in my eye.
Look, the YouTuber. YouTubers are very prepared, I guess.
anyone answered in the YouTube? I'm not
Yes,
following.
a correct answer.
Yes.
YouTube.
Wait, just saying bounded context, this interconnected subsystems, that's it?
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said I would accept your answer because it could also be correct. It's difficult to just
Yeah.
say it's this.
Okay.
I wasn't arguing the content. I was arguing the timing.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. I heard the. Anyway, okay. I'm not very good at this. I'm like, I don't like losing. Okay.
Our lovely
Okay.
YouTubers.
So for me, the domains would also core domains, and yeah, that the question is not precise enough. I would have accepted that, but yeah.
So
I
YouTubers
should have
are
given the
1,000.
architect's answer, which would have been, it depends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we will invite Kenny Bass next time.
Okay.
All the
Let's
answers.
say hi to
All the
Kenny.
answers should have "it depends" behind them.
A whole day.
Hello, Kenny. Merry Christmas. So, pragmatic renderers. Come on, your turn.
Right. So what do we want to go for now?
Shall we get the domain-driven design before it's gone?
Okay, go for it.
I'm not gonna be able to help much there, but let's see.
I'm just looking at YouTube and hope someone is peeking the answer. Domain-driven design 300.
Let's hope we make up for what we've lost.
Which architectural pattern was introduced by Greg Young?
That would be CQRS.
CQRS, right? Yeah.
Ta-da!
Yay.
Good one.
Okay, Michael, you can say what CQRS stands for if you want.
That is
For extra
command.
points.
Come on,
Command,
Curry.
Halima?
Responsibility segregation.
Great, Alima. Very well said. Good.
Do you want to
Okay.
elaborate a little bit about that, Marco?
You want, Halima?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. So with command query responsibility segregation, you do not build one object model to solve all your problems, but you build two separate models, one to handle commands and one to actually answer queries. And it's usually connected through events. So it goes very well with event sourcing additionally. Doesn't have to, but works well together.
Yeah. So you have a read model and a write model. And yeah.
Fantastic. Very good.
Excellent. So I wanted to, well, let's do this round. And then I suspect, but you correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm looking at 5 screens at the same time.
It depends.
It depends, exactly. If it depends, I don't know if we did the explanation of the other answers as well. Maybe some of them we just said right answer. I don't remember. So in case we miss some, we'll do it after the third question.
If you want to know more from YouTube, you can write questions in the chat. And I am sure we have enough minds in the room here to try and give an answer.
No, sorry, what I meant is when we were doing well, we didn't do the explanation after some of the previous answers. I'm not sure we did. Maybe if we said it's right, yeah, okay, next one. So if we want to do it, let's do it later.
Or you could just tell them to go buy the book right there.
Which is the one you
Promote the
touched,
book.
right? Well, it didn't work touching the blue book, so I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Almost Belgians, come on, your turn. Now we have pragmatic renders arrived to 0 finally. Almost Belgians is 500. You can still increment Or you can do something easy.
So I picked last time, so I'll let the other two.
Maxime,
we
you
can.
pick.
Let's go with the 200 of the Mandarin design.
Okay, fine with me.
Just kill the category.
Yeah, we just kill that category.
Yes.
We'll move
yes.
on.
Okay.
And the answer is, it depends.
Which kind of class is responsible for maintaining the invariance? I say an aggregate, but
I would say the same.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would say the same.
Cool.
That's easy.
An aggregate is the official.
Judges, can we accept the question?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
There's a lot of OO bias in the question, by the way.
Do you want to elaborate a little bit more around these questions and this answer?
Maxime?
Go.
Not me.
We said with Scott actually that we will be the one who answer wrong answers only on the team. So
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So who is gonna talk about this? Alessandro, do you wanna elaborate it yourself a little bit?
Yeah. So the aggregate root is a kind of a class that is responsible almost as a public entry point for other models. This way, the internals are protected, while the external callers only have to deal with the public API. It's a way to hide the complexity and the implementation details while maintaining the correctness within the boundaries of the aggregate.
And would the aggregate be the one that helped build materialized views?
Sorry?
Would the aggregate be the one that is behind the materialized views in, say, when you have CQRS?
I would say that is more on the right model. The aggregate views are a composition of possible perspectives on your data, but those usually are created for reporting, while the aggregate root has strong domain rules and behaviors that have to be maintained correct, and those are called invariants. Scott teaches us that you want to make wrong state non-representable. That is almost tattooed on my shoulder. And that's
right.
And that's how you can leverage the type system to enforce correctness. This is one of the power of functional programming, object-oriented programming, and strongly typed languages.
So I need to close my window. There's a party on the street making loads of noise. Give me a second.
So for the social distancing rules, right? Well, I think we can understand that Alex read Scott's book, right?
Well,
almost memorize it.
Well, not only book, but also he is a fantastic blog, F# for Fun and Profit, functional programming for fun and profit, sorry. And yes, has been an inspiration for many years. So yes, I'm a fan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm a fan too. I love F#.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent. So we are at the end of round 2. I would ask Marco, what of the questions you have in the quiz panel basically which one of them we didn't go through as explanation after the answer was given?
Marco, you're muted.
I can check. I don't remember.
Yeah, no worries. Let's kind of
maybe this one we didn't elaborate.
Yeah.
Maybe this one makes sense. I think maybe Scott can elaborate a little bit.
On bounded context?
Yes.
It's just a group of things that are all closely related to each other, and they're not related to other things. I don't know. It's got a boundary, and it's got a boundary, so you don't get scope creep, and you stay focused. and it's got a context, which means the vocabulary you use, you're using the same vocabulary and the same concepts within this bounded context. And if you go to a different bounded context, you might be using the same words, but they might mean something completely different. And the example I use a lot is like the word spam, which means, you know, in the context of email, it means one thing, but in the context of like supermarket food, it means, you know, canned meat. It means the same word means two different things. So they're different contexts. So don't try and use the same, you know, if you're building a supermarket email system, just be very careful to keep them separate. Otherwise you'll get in trouble.
Yeah, but nevertheless, they are interconnected. So somehow they have to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Right?
One thing about the book, the Blue Book, is that many people started from the beginning and never reached the end, while the right way of reading that book is it's basically backwards, where you start with strategic design, and then if you really want to get into the details of the implementation, you go into the details of aggregate root and value objects and so on. But definitely give it another try if you haven't, and start reading it from the end.
Cool. I think it was only this one, right? Or maybe also domain events. We didn't really elaborate this one.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And actually, it's who wants to elaborate this one? Maybe Marco. There you go. I was.
Yeah, domain events are messages that explain semantically what happened in the past in your business that is meaningful to business people. So instead of storing data, you store an event that says a shopping cart has been bought, cinema ticket has been revoked, stuff like that. So it's basically a class name semantically, like shopping cart has been bought, and the properties are all the necessary information stored in there to make sense of this event. And by this, for example, bounded context can be separated and just talk through messages. And these messages are semantic, and everybody can derive meaning from it. And that's how event sourcing works, when you reinstantiate from a stream of events, and also building read models just by interpreting what happened and how would you react on an instance of this event, how would you change your data to be represented.
Fantastic. Yes.
Thank you, Marco.
Thank you.
That's brilliant. So I guess, Marco, you mentioned we were kind of done with the re-explanation of everything. We were meant to have at this point, I must say we are very early on schedule, which to be honest makes me happy, and I guess all of you, so you can go back to your regular life after this dream of participating at Avanscoperta Xmas Quiz. We'll do another one, don't worry. So the point where we are at now was for me to collect some questions from the outside world and have some of you answer them. It would be nice to involve some of you who have not spoken much, because of course we have the navigator, etc. So I will ask 3 questions, and all I want from you is the wrong answer. Are you ready? So let's see, who do we have here?
We've been doing that already for like an hour, so.
Sorry? Yeah, exactly. But this time there's no pressure, no points, no timer. So, Kian, let's start with you. What is DDD?
Shit, wrong answers only. It's a bra size.
Oh, holy moly. A big one.
Yeah, it's unusual, not often found in stores, but it is a bra size.
Can happen, right?
I just learned something. I thought it was delete, but yeah.
Okay, wrong answers. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we have another one. So shall we ask, let me see who's here. Alima, how do you feel about what is a Scrum Master?
The Scrum Master is in football the one that wears the number 9.
Makes sense. We got the last one, or someone else wants to elaborate on
Scrum Master.
Yes.
My dog is the Scrum Master because when we're eating, we drop scrums on the floor. He goes and licks them up.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Well, last one. What is an architect? We'll ask that to Maxime.
It's someone you hire when you want to implement a safe framework in an enterprise, actually. Oh, wrong answers only, sorry.
Oops. It always depends. Nice. Thanks for being part of the game. And I guess we can now go to the last round of questions. Go, Marco. So what's the situation with points? I think the YouTubers are going very strong.
The YouTubers are leading big. So YouTubers are leading very big. So the dinosaurs. What's the next question?
So this is the last chance.
Last chance. You are doomed already, but you might be safe from giving us a prize if you get on positive land there. So at least 300, I'll say.
Yeah.
Julie, you are on mute.
Julie is muted.
Yeah. No? Again, you're mute again, Julie. We are not hearing you.
Yeah, I think now.
Okay, now you
really?
Yeah.
Yes,
Now
really.
it says the host muted me.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
we'll
Enrico.
try
It's
again.
Enrico fault.
We've been competing over the mute button. So I would think we need to go for a 400 to get us up and over 0. And maybe refactoring or
Let's
I can't
try.
see, once again I can't see the options and I have no short-term memory. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So what do you want? 400.
For me, it's refactoring. It's okay. Let's try.
Okay.
Oh, we have a code smell.
When one change in a class.
How do
forces
you
many
code the
little
code
changes.
smell? When one change in a class forces many little changes in several other classes.
Is that
It
side
has a
effects?
very particular name. It's a code smell.
Andreas, that's side effects?
Timer.
No, the specific. I don't know the specific name. Memory is
Neither
not
do
my strength.
Yeah, no, we need Steve Smith here.
I think the YouTubers are going to.
Can I Google it? Can I call in a helper? Steve Smith.
From home.
Okay, 1 minute.
You have 47 seconds.
Okay, well, I mean, you don't think it's side effects. I mean, that's what it's describing. I don't know if there's a particular term for that. Andrea?
Yeah, for
Am I
me
still on
it's
mute?
coupling, but I don't know the specific name of the smell. I don't remember it.
Darn. Oh well, wrong answers only.
You want to go very negative?
Boo, nobody's going to want me on their team anymore, just like in high school. The basketball. All right, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5. I got nothing else.
No, let's
Yay, okay. The torture is over.
At least you don't go more negative. Come on, let's
yeah,
see
that's the point.
right side.
Yeah, we needed Petty on our team. So come on, who is Googling it?
So
YouTubers.
YouTube, more points. I think YouTube is gonna win big this time. And they are gonna collect a prize if they stay here until the end.
No.
And it's
I'm
correct.
looking. What? Oh, no. Yeah, I
We
definitely
will-
didn't know that.
Correct.
Yeah, I know
I see
that.
it. I
I
definitely
didn't
did not
remember
know
it
that.
all.
Somebody very
We have
good
it.
in
We
the
have
chat
it.
over there. Very, very well
Yeah.
done, YouTubers.
Good job.
Yeah.
See, Petty. See, Petty is who we needed on our team. Was it fair? We only had 2 of us.
Oh,
Such a
Although
wonder.
side effect is really the thing that happens, but it just
But there's
happens
a
that
term, right?
it has a
It's a-
name. Yeah.
Right,
it's
it has a
shotguns.
name.
Yeah.
Right, and I
It's-
don't know those names.
yeah, those are
Shotgun
names.
surgery. Well,
Shotgun
I'm never going to forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
they are-
again.
They are
This
name.
has been very educational.
They are name that comes from Martin Fowler. He wrote a great book called Refactoring, and basically for every little things that are not quite right in the code, he classified and give them a name so that when among developers you can see those problems in the code, you have a way to call them. And if you talk about don't you think there's some shotgun surgery here? Then everybody understand what you mean. And it's very, very easy to understand each other in a technical way. That's the ubiquitous language of a professional software developer. In our
Cool.
opinion.
Thank you for doing our work, Marco.
It's okay. Let me do one myself. Sorry.
He was so proud of this question.
Yeah.
My favorite smell.
I would like to say, I just needed to pull my refactoring book out and hold my hands on it because I
Yeah.
have the book.
Awesome.
Oh,
highly
sorry about that.
highly recommended book, Unmissable Refactoring,
I have it.
Martin Fowler.
Guess I got to read it again.
I think some of the names changed for the second edition that came out just not very long ago. But I think this one stayed the same.
Yeah.
A YouTuber goes up 1,400.
You're welcome, YouTubers.
Yeah, very welcome.
So the next team was the next team, Pragmatic Reindeers, right?
Amazing. So
What
shall
do
we
you
go
want?
shall we go for quotes?
Yeah, wow, that's
All right.
gonna be hard.
It's gonna be hard, but I mean it's also gonna be fun. Let's go for quotes 500. Risk it all.
Wow.
5.
My
I was
favorite
going to
quote.
say, let's be conservative. I don't know.
No.
500, is this definitive?
Depends what's the prize you want.
That's it. The key in making great and growable systems is much more to design how its modules communicate rather than what their internal properties and behavior should be.
Ooh, that
Who
sounds
said
like
so?
sounds like LNK to me. I'm not sure.
No idea.
I'm looking at the YouTube stream. Oh, nothing. Andres, you any idea?
I was going to say Donald Knuth, but I guess not. No, I think Alan Kay is a better answer.
Here goes nothing. Alan Kay for 500.
And
And it's
Alan
correct.
Kay it is.
Well done.
Very good. Yeah, well, there's not much to elaborate.
No.
We can say, for who doesn't know Alan Kay, Marco, who is Alan Kay?
I would say the inventor of object-oriented programming, but I know already some people who might argue that. But yeah, he's a major influence in the starting of object-oriented programming.
And
Yeah, we see.
we also know that any discussion on object-oriented programming eventually converges on Alan Kay's definitions of object-oriented programming. It's almost like a principle.
Well, even most discussions about functional programming converge on Alan Kay's definition of object-oriented programming. So,
Yeah, let's say Alan Kay was in the team that did Smalltalk, the first object-oriented programming. He's considered the father because he was the one that came out with the name object-oriented. Something that decades after he cars himself for, because he say, I focus the people on the wrong aspect of the way to program. They care about the object and not the communication. And so it was like, I did the wrong thing. But he's definitely one of the greatest minds alive, in my opinion. So, almost Belgians.
All right.
Want to be conservative or risky?
I don't know, team. What do you want to do?
Risky.
Do we
Let's go
have
for
any
something
chance
risky.
to beat the
We can
YouTubers?
do. You can either do quotes, or we could do software design for 500, or quotes for 400.
What do you want to do? It seems sad that software design has not been picked.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Risky, which is not Belgian.
That's right. You're not proper Belgians.
That's why we're almost.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Software design for 500.
Yeah.
Nice. What new kind of connaissance was added to the taxonomy by the book Agile Technical Practices Distilled?
What?
Now, if you didn't read the book, you cannot know it, right?
We said 400 actually, not 5.
Oh, really?
No, we didn't. How about coupling in time? Have we done something like that?
I think time is one of it. You have like.
Yeah, but is that
Actually, I think Pettykosh has 20 seconds left to answer on YouTube. Actually.
Yeah. It's an easy one. Okay.
No, YouTubers, don't hold them.
Are we going to hold an answer and not lose any points?
Now, can we just have to guess
Yeah.
something? We've got 10 seconds left. Just say something, Heen.
Time.
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 It's time. I can always say I didn't answer.
Unfortunately, is not correct. I mean, it's one of the most difficult kind of connaissance of timing, but we managed to find something worse.
Okay.
But first, we have to wait for people on YouTube.
Yes, YouTubers.
Yes, they are correct. Nope, not yet.
No. Oh, YouTubers, what's the kind of connaissance added to the taxonomy by Agile Technical Practice Distilled?
And Betty got it.
Yes. The idea is that this book is a book of the 90s that introduced the concept of connaissance. It's called What Every Programmer Should Know About Object-Oriented Design. Perhaps a pretentious title, but it contains the concept of connaissance. And that's where we find it in the first time, but it misses one kind of connaissance that we felt was important, which is connaissance of manual task. And of course, YouTubers.
Yeah, and this was Marco. I remember Marco going through this in his project where he found that the code didn't work and it required a change in the build pipeline to add something manually to it in order for the code to run. And Marco actually coined this connaissance of manual task. So he had to know that the team had totally forgotten that it was an event handler, I think. You had to go actually not change the configuration of the project, but actually change the build pipeline to enable that event handler to process events. I remember Marco pulling his hairs. No one remembered that. So that was something they had forgotten about it. And this is connaissance of manual task.
basically they coupled themselves with the build script. Every new event, they had to change the build script. I was like, in the integration environment, it broke. I was like, why did it broke? And the team, why did it broke? We don't know. And then they went, yes, we need to add something in the build pipeline. I was like, if you had every day an event, you change the build pipeline every day. But we don't have so many events. So yeah, that's life. So
cool. So we have a request from our mascot, DDD Dinosaur, which you can see here. He's been with us at all courses and conferences. Now remotely, it's a bit sad, but still participates in our activities. And DDD Dino decided that each team has one more chance to shine. So we are gonna do one more round of questions. So be ready for it.
So wait, I think I forgot to take away some points. Somebody noticed.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
No, you didn't.
he noticed.
Is it?
Those
Judges,
points have always been there.
help me. Who should I take away some points?
Almost Belgians. You need to take.
DD
Which question was it?
The software design, which you already selected.
Ah, okay. I see. I see why. Because they go back and pragmatic reindeers go first.
No, but you didn't take ones from pragmatic reindeers either.
What?
They lost points a few rounds ago. They lost points and they didn't get up, but that's all right.
I think DDD Dinosaur
We were at
was
minus
about
300.
minus 19.
Yeah, we had minus 300.
Their first round, they lost. They lost
right?
their first round. They lost their first round question, and you
Yeah,
never.
that's
did
why we
that.
had minus
We had
300.
minus 300.
We
Yeah,
had
you did, okay.
minus 300.
And we
Okay,
recovered
you did.
from that
Oh,
by
okay,
being
well, good
so
for you.
good at
Okay.
guessing.
Good.
Let the fight begin.
Yes.
Okay.
Cameras off. Here we go.
Should we start the next round?
Yeah, let's do another round. And
Let's do another round.
yeah, let's see what happens. So
Okay.
your
Wait,
chance
we
to
want
shine.
Petty. We want Petty on
Petty.
our team.
So
Betty
DDD
is-
Dinosaurs, it's your
Go for
turn.
it.
Oh gosh, maybe we better take 100 DDD.
DDD 100.
What do you think?
That's too easy, but let's try. Let's
Well,
do it.
that I think that's what we need. Too easy.
Shall we do it?
Yeah.
DDD
Just to
100?
have, forget about our points. We just need to have at least one thing right.
Okay, so
It's Eric and Marco.
yes,
Thank you.
finally a good one. You were able to answer. There you go.
Yay! We got one. I have to tell you something. This is really hard for me, but you didn't minus our 400 when we blew the refactoring one.
Uh-oh.
I know. We're at minus 600.
Marco is
we
biased.
didn't answer. We didn't
No, you
answer.
didn't answer, yes.
Oh, wait a second.
Ah, yeah, it's true. It was timed out. It was timed out, that one. That's why.
So you
Timeout is 0. No answer is 0. Wrong answer is 0.8.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Cool.
So, pragmatics reindeers.
Ooh.
What do we go for?
I would say refactoring. I don't know.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's go for refactoring. How high shall we shoot? Shall we take the
Higher.
risk?
Don't go so high as before. I don't know.
300?
400?
All right. Yeah.
400 is fine. Maybe she seems to be eager to,
Oh, I
to
don't
make
know.
more.
Okay.
If I get it wrong, Alessandro is going to hate me.
Okay, so let's go make it safe. 300. If we lose, we are on par with the Belgians. Oh, but if they win,
But yeah, if we're not
Okay.
sure, we just don't answer. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, 300.
Okay, 300. Okay. They have another code smell. How do you call the code smell when a class that use excessively method and properties of another one?
I believe that's feature envy.
I believe that's so.
Okay. Are you
It
sure?
can't be like no, because message change is like, yeah. Yeah.
I was going to say unneeded coupling, but unnecessary coupling, but feature envy. Well, but if you guys are sure.
I think so, because feature envy is when one class, for example, updates the properties of another class rather than telling that class to update itself or things like that.
Awesome.
So,
But it says uses, not, well, yeah, okay.
Oh, Alessandro,
Yeah,
what was
let's
that?
go for it.
You need to,
Right? Is it calls the methods or has?
Hey, it's our turn.
No, you need to give
Helping
an
you.
answer because time is running out.
Okay, yeah,
Oh
let's
no, they make
20
doubt.
seconds.
We're doubting now.
doubting.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. It's risky, but if we win,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
It's
Let's do it.
you
let's
need
go
to-
for
you
feature
answer.
envy in the last 7 seconds.
So, judges.
Yeah, that is correct. It's feature envy.
That is correct.
and Alima,
Sending too many messages to another class, and that's feature envy. Yes.
Very good. Feature envy. There's the YouTubers that are not happy because you're getting close. They want more points, I guess, right? So almost Belgians, you can give some points to the YouTubers. Come on.
No
Let's get it
way.
really wrong. Do you want to do? Should we do quotes again?
Did we already do quotes?
I don't remember.
I
No, I don't
we've done
think
a
so.
quote. I don't think we're going to quote yet.
Yeah,
Or software design.
we got that one wrong.
We did.
Yeah, yeah. We're not good at design, actually. So that's
We're good at domain-driven design and quoting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And how much?
Well, we can't beat the reindeers, so I don't know. Anything. You choose anything.
All right. Quotes for 400.
Okay, let's go for it. We can be risky.
Yeah.
And we can match the dinosaurs if we lose.
Let's see. Technical problems are mostly a symptom of social problems. This is difficult.
Oh crap. JB Reinberg? He says something in that style all the time.
yeah. Weinberg sounds quite cool, actually. Yeah.
It's
sure?
it's not Conway because he'd be talking about something different. It's
Yeah.
not. Is it Jerry Weinberg? No.
Yeah, I know that JB Reinberg said that, they get me in for technical problems and it's always a social problem.
Yeah, it's always a people problem. Yeah, we're talking about Jerry Weinberg. Yeah, he always said it's always a people problem.
So
but I don't think
similar.
It's not exactly the same quote though.
Yeah.
No.
But it sounds like, I think.
It's an honorable lose if we don't get this.
I like Jerry. I'm always
Very
upvote
good
Jerry.
point.
I always upvote Jerry Weinberg,
Yeah.
but I don't think it is.
No.
Okay,
So-
yeah. Jerry, what did we say? Oh crap.
Jerry
Sorry.
Weinberg. Jerry Weinberg.
Yeah. Let's
So
wait
wait.
for YouTube.
yeah.
Let's wait for the YouTubers. It's the
Got it
wrong
wrong. We
answer.
got it the wrong answer.
Even if the concept is the same. So YouTubers, you have 1 minute to guess the right author of the quote.
You have 1 minute to Google the quote.
Tried it, doesn't help.
Yeah, Julie can answer. Maybe Julie can get some points by answering on
No,
YouTube.
I won't. But I have an idea.
Let's see if somebody from YouTube guessed this one, but this is a difficult one.
Yes, this should be 500, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, but Alan Kay is Alan Kay. So 10 seconds, even. Oh,
Someone gave the right answer.
One gave the right answer. It's a quote from our book. Right?
Although it's heavily influenced by
Okay.
yeah, of course. No,
Of course.
so I could accept your answer as correct as well, because
It really Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly. Yes, however, it is also something that we observe in our experience. We always realize that we first get called for try to resolve technical stuff, and then we go in the teams and we realize that there's some social friction, right? That then cause the people to don't talk, and then they don't talk. They go in different roads. And that's what we observed, right? Obviously, we put it here as a joke, but somebody from YouTube read our book really well, I guess.
He was questionable about it. There's a question mark behind his answer.
Okay,
So-
at this point, we already extended this for one round. What do you guess? Shall we go for more? Shall we stop here and invite people from YouTube to join the conversation if they want?
You decide, people.
Yes, it depends.
Easy. I don't. Yeah, it depends. Is the answer. It
Yeah.
depends.
What do the YouTubers want? Do they want to keep watching us give the wrong answer?
It's actually
Hey,
a
if
torture.
we're going to go another round with our small team, I want Petty on our team.
There are three.
Not
500
fair. We only have 2 minds on this.
But there are 500 questions left. And
I
we
see
should
that
do
you-
those 3.
You
And
all want
you
to
can choose.
you all want to go for another one.
Okay,
But
let's
how
do the
much-
last one. Let's do the last one. Okay.
Go for it.
Just
Oh,
for
Ready.
fun.
no, I can't do.
And we have
Just
to do
for
the
the glory.
500 ones.
Only
have to-
500.
Only 500 can we answer?
Oh, come on. No, not TDD.
Only
refactoring.
500.
All right.
Julie, what's
Wait, let me open up the index of the refactoring. We have to under which one? I outside into TDD. I'm not going to be very helpful, but what the hell? We could just try.
Refactoring or TDD, classic
We already
TDD.
proved ourselves on the refactoring, so
you can go in the 100s. 100s are easy.
No,
They said
let's go
500
for
only.
500. Let's make it interesting. Otherwise,
Okay, well, as long as we don't have terminology. All right, which one? Let's pick one of the
Refactoring.
TDDs. No, because if it's another code smell name, I don't know them.
Oh, okay. Classic TDD, you mean? Okay.
Okay,
Let's try.
Classic TDD 500.
okay.
What does
No
FIRST stand for as unit test principles? Alima is smiling there. She was like,
Independent, fast, independent.
Okay, Halima, you're on our team. What's the answer?
So it's
Really trying to type
need-
you a message.
DDD is all about collaboration, right? So, we need a collaborator. We don't know.
So yeah, the first 2 that you gave are,
yeah, fast and independent. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
and then I'm not sure if it's relevant or reliable.
Reliable. Yes,
Oh, that's
reliable.
reliable.
It's
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Fast,
then I'm
independent,
not sure
reliable.
if it's simple or
and testable.
self-checking.
Self-checking. Yeah.
And
Another
then-
one is timing or timely?
Timely.
timely, correct.
Time. So fast and independent, reliable, self-checking, and time.
All right, it was all of us against the YouTubers on this one. Thanks, guys. Girls, ladies.
Can we,
it was
can
the
we pool
ladies.
our
Thanks, ladies.
points?
But unfortunately, it wasn't Julie giving the answer. I'm kidding.
Oh.
Ah.
No, Is it correct? We give it the answer.
I can say it's correct, even though it's not exactly the definition that we use.
Yeah.
But,
So it's
I can accept it.
yeah.
But then it's Pedro.
Like TDD.
So
Okay,
it's
so
fast, isolated, repeatable,
Isolated.
self-validating, and timely. Yeah.
Independent and isolated.
Yeah, but independent is fine. Independent is fine. You just got
let's give it correct.
Yeah, the R you said reliable,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's repeatable. But yeah, it's okay.
Next time we come in Tuscany, Andrea, we go eat another Fiorentina.
Yeah, I will pay for it. Yeah.
Oh, where's the entity framework questions you promised me?
Oh.
I'll take entity framework 200.
So how many points for the dinosaur? I think we are.
They went back in a positive side. So,
Thank you, friends.
so pragmatic reindeers. Your turn, Marco.
Pooh, nobody
What do you
took
want?
outside in TDD so far. Shall we?
Are we gonna go for 500?
Scary.
That's risky.
Okay.
If they
well, what do
didn't
you
take
wanna
it,
do?
is for a reason. Eh?
So refactoring? So then it only leaves refactoring 500, right?
500. All right. You only live once.
We are in lead, so okay. Let's do refactoring 500.
Wow. Ta-da! Another code smell. Class that has method not implemented or throwing not implemented exception.
What? Is that a code smell?
Let's see.
That's a principle. It's not Yagni, like you're not gonna need it, so the
It's
method.
a code smell. What is the code smell when a class that has method not implement or throwing not implement exception? There is a particular code smell.
That's I don't know. That's incomplete development. I don't know.
Oh man, I feel so much better.
I know it's. Is that with?
She is remembering
Has
now.
to do with the Liskov substitution. No, it can't be Liskov. Liskov substitution principle. But what's the code smell? In alternated. Alternated. What is it?
10 seconds.
Is something related to OOP by any chance?
Liskov
Like when you.
substitution.
We don't know.
Unfortunately,
no. It's a
Okay,
right
let's wait
choice.
for YouTube. Let's wait for YouTube.
Let's see in YouTube. In YouTube, somebody might have the same book and actually reading it, right? So let's give a minute to see if in YouTube
sorry,
they are
Yeah,
able.
I had to Google it. I mean, I got the book right here. I had to Google it.
In YouTube, if somebody.
Nice.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So we can give the answer.
Yes. Fantastic. Refused bequest.
Refused bequest. That's the dog that wants
Yeah.
to be there.
She was like, yeah. Pedro, do you want to talk about refused bequest? I've learned it from you.
Well, am I muted now? We already explained. It's like you inherit. This can also be connected with the Liskov substitution principle. Like you inherit from you implement an interface or inherit from a base class, and then you find a method that for some reason doesn't make sense for you, and you just say, I'm not going to implement. You leave it empty, or you just throw an exception or something like that. It's also a Liskov substitution principle violation, I would say.
It's also related to interface segregation. Because
Yeah, exactly.
Everything from an interface that you don't need, then they're not granular enough.
Yeah.
I remember the first days implementing something on ASP.NET about security, like 30 methods, and 19 you would throw an exception. You just implement one of them because you don't need all the others. I remember that. long time ago. I think they fixed that a long time ago.
Yes, with .NET Core, everything is more injectable now.
Yeah. So that's a name for it, the refused bequest. Cool. Last one, right?
So YouTubers really win this first Christmas quiz of Avanscoperta and Alcor Academy. So
But there's one
well
left,
done.
Marco. There's one. Wait,
Yeah,
Marco. There's one left.
There's another one. Ah,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought we
Almost
were-
Belgians. Don't
Almost
forget.
Belgians. Sorry. Well,
Almost
I don't-
finished.
Wait,
I
they
don't
need
think-
2,600 points, so they should just ask all the questions.
Well,
Let's
they
just
all
blow out the questions.
No, it's 500 outside in TDD is the one.
I don't think so.
Yeah, go, do it.
No, that's what we
No.
agreed.
We agreed we have to do the 500, but you can watch us get it wrong very quickly.
That was the rule. We take all 500
Yeah.
off the table
Yeah,
and agree
okay.
to it.
Unfortunately, I know.
If we don't know, so we don't lose points.
Outside in 500 your answer? Okay.
Yes.
Let's see what is this. Oh, what kind of tests are highlighted in the drawing?
I'm sorry, but I can't see that at all.
It's the this is what, an onion architecture kind of thing, and it's hitting the database and it's hitting the proxy external services. Well, I would call those. Am I allowed to talk because I might get it wrong?
Integration tests.
I'd call it integration tests.
Yeah, I would go for that as well.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say it. Integration tests.
But these, yeah, they're not. They're not testing end to end. But there you go. Okay, good. Hey, we got it. I can't believe.
What I actually knew.
I can't believe it. Okay.
I was like, no, let's not do outside in. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's outside in.
I can believe instead. So
hey, wow.
There we go. And as
Do
I
you
said
want to
before,
elaborate?
Did you credit the points to the Almost Belgium team?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They went on the second place. Should we talk about? No, should talk about it? Alessandro, Pedro.
Wow, there's not much to say about it. It's isolating just the outside world when we want to communicate with the outside world, and we're just making those tests, reaching out to the outside world. I know there's lots of terminology for this. I think integration test is the most widely accepted name. So, yeah.
So basically, in a hexagonal architecture, these will be the adapter parts opposite to the ports, where we are actually integrating against external systems. And as Scott was saying, there are other kind of integration tests, which are also known as end-to-end tests, but they usually pierce many layers and go from the input of the users to the side effects on external systems, which are slower. So integration tests check that our interfaces, our ports are implemented and facing correctly the external world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would add that an advantage to have those tests is then that you can, in your acceptance or end-to-end, or the test where you test the business rule, you can mock that part or stub it so that you don't have to hit the real database. The acceptance test become really fast. You can use it in your development process.
Yeah.
And that's
it. I think it's over to you, Enrico.
Yeah,
And,
thanks everyone for
YouTubers,
joining us.
very good.
That's such a good idea. What fun.
What are the points? Let's see. Marco, what do we have? We have
So we
team,
have
dinosaurs.
Dinosaur, did the dinosaurs 300 point. And second place, almost Belgians with 700 points. First place in the room, pragmatic reindeers with 800 points. And the winner is the YouTubers with 2,000 800 points. A complete
Yay! Community.
Very good
Woo!
YouTubers. So, should I say what the YouTubers won? The
Go for it.
YouTubers obviously won the free copy of our book, right? So
I'll copy
Dear
the message on the
YouTuber.
YouTube chat.
yes, that's what I'm doing.
Ah, you do it as well. Fantastic.
There we go. Let's see if YouTube do it.
Dinosaurs.
So Marco, I'm copying the code in the chat, and
Yes,
am I
it's
right?
better
to
you
s-
copy
Yeah, no
because
worries.
my internet is a little bit.
Don't worry. So you get a free copy of the book of these three amazing guys and professionals, whom I thank a lot for this crazy idea, but I think we had loads of fun and we made something different. So the code is available on the link that you see in the chat. And it will be available from now until the 22nd December, correct?
Yes, it's gonna be available for a
few
days.
Yes.
But it's just for the people here, so we don't know when we take it off. Just be quick, download it, and
Yeah.
hopefully you enjoy it.
Absolutely. Thanks, everyone. So I'm now copying the information of the Zoom call in case anyone wants to join us. While I do that, I will thank each and every one of you who joined us for this Christmas quiz. Thanks for being our beta testers. You always need some, right? I think it works. So we might do more. Thanks a lot for being willing to be playful and stay with us in a different kind of event. We really appreciate that. And of course, there's a prize for you as well, but we'll talk about it later. And thanks a lot, really. So if you want to stay around, we'll just keep going on with the conversation. It's very messy the way it copies and pastes stuff.
So we expect a lot of people to just jump in, or
millions. Well, we have two. We have Petty, who was, of course,
our friend,
called
Rockstar.
many times, and we have, who did I see as well? Joseph, I think. So yeah, there you go. Whoever is willing to stay along. It will be great. And if not, thanks a lot. Merry festive season wherever you are. Stay safe, and we will see you next time. But yeah.
Merry Christmas.
The meeting continues.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us and giving us the opportunity to share this with you. And have a good holidays, and see you soon.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. It was such a great idea. Oh, there's Petty.